Hello people, how you doing? Flat Earth is dead. It's as lame as the globe Earth. As we all know, there are mountain peaks and ocean valleys. Earth is a wave. We have funded this illegitimate government that's given us nothing but deceit and lies to perpetrate the lie of space, extorting money from you fellow Americans, and not just Americans. All over the world, the governments have been extorting your money, forcing you to pay taxes or else. They've had enough money, folks. I guarantee you they have traced the moon and the sun throughout their entire cycle. As I've told you many times, our life is a cycle. It's not a system. Yet they have you locked in this solar system, believing you live on a spinning ball. Well, if you think you live on a spinning ball, you will never know where you are. And if you don't know where you are, do you think you will ever figure out why you are here? Or perhaps even the greater questions of what you are supposed to be doing while you're here to move on to the next realm of existence. We're living in a spirit world, folks, and the only thing keeping the globe lie alive is the spirit of people refusing to concede to the fact that they have been lied to their entire life. What are you going to do about it? Continue funding these illegitimate governments worldwide? The only way out of this mess is for every flat earther, excuse the term, wave earther out there who has found that reality is not what's portrayed by the governments, and go tax exempt on them. Quit going to the traffic courts. Quit paying your traffic fines. There is no other solution, people, other than quit funding the illegitimate government that we all know it is. They cannot come after everybody, and they cannot lock us all up. Period. It's a ludicrous thought. I have been and am tax exempt. I do not endorse the perpetration of lies. I do not endorse the murder of fellow mortals across this plane of existence through lies and deceit. You see all them fish in there? And how many different varieties of fish are in there? And they're all living together. They're not all fighting. They're not all arguing. They're doing their own thing. I don't know where I'm going from now, but I do know Flat Earth is dead. It's as dead as the globe is. It's a lie, just like the globe is. Earth is a wave. We are waves. Everything is a wave. What you guys do is your own business. You are no different than me. You don't have rights, people. you have freedoms, and they were granted to you by the great creator of the universe when he placed you upon this mortal realm. Your spirit lives here, your soul does not, because deep down inside, deep down in your soul, you know that Earth is not flat and it is not a spinning ball. There is enough evidences to prove that the spinning ball is a lie. Yet you all continue to fund this illegitimate government rather than take a class action lawsuit in a common law court. Yes, common law court, not your district court, not your superior court, the common law. You have no chance in any of their courts to put them out of business. The only way is to bring them into our court, the common law court. I'm done making flat earth videos. I'm not gonna be involved in deceit. I don't know what shape Earth is, and at this point in time, that is not what is important. What is important is each and every one of you gaining your freedoms back. And you're not going to do it by continuing to fund these illegitimate governments across the plane. The ridicule I face every day, folks, is astounding. I'll bet you I have been in no less than a dozen near physical encounters presenting the fact to people in public that the globe is a bald-faced lie. They are that stuck on their spinning ball, dizzy as hell from the spinning ball. From now on, I'm going to indicate Earth as wave Earth, because I know that kind of fits the bill. There are no differences in we mortals, only the difference of opinion. We are the mortals of this realm. We create every power producing facility out there, be it a wind farm, a solar farm, a dam, a coal fire plant, a nuclear fire plant. Every one of them are designed by the mortals of the realm. They are funded with some of your extorted money. They are manned by the mortals of this realm. And what do we do with these power creating facilities? We give these power creating facilities right back to the corporation we also created for our protection. That's all government is for protection. Yet we have governments that are out there terrorizing the world at large that doesn't comply with their one world financial institution. You've all heard, money makes the world go round. It's a fact. That's the only thing that is keeping the spinning ball alive, is the money. It's our money too. It's not theirs. You just all think it is because you've indoctrinated, from the beginning to believe so. But who created the wealth, people? Did the government create the wealth? No. They steal it. They take it. They force you to surrender your wealth, your power, reducing us all to imps. All the evidence collected to support the fact that Earth is not a ball is more than ample enough that any real court would find in favor of the deceit, not even knowing what shape it truly is. I know it's going against your thoughts, but it's a fact, and you can't deny it. Earth is not a spinning ball rotating on its axis at 1,024 plus miles an hour counterclockwise, orbiting the sun counterclockwise at 66,600 miles an hour. At the same time, the sun is orbiting the outer rim of the Milky Way galaxy, the only motion out there that is clockwise, at 666,000 miles an hour. It just is an obvious fact. Everything within this realm, whether them fish swimming in that tank right there, a fly flying through the air, a train rolling down its tracks, them air bubbles rising in that aquarium, everything, folks, within this mortal realm that has motion, there is a mechanical means that will measure that motion. Everything that is, except for the four supposed motions of our realm. That's just one of the three absolute musts for Earth to be a spinning ball. And I've pointed all three of them out. And here is the second one. You can measure the elevation at the sea, and you can measure the elevation of the mountain that's by the sea, and you can measure every foot in between them 2 points. But you cannot, and this is all mechanically hard measured, you can measure all of them mechanically and hard, but you cannot mechanically hard measure the supposed 8 inches per mile squared curvature of Earth. It ain't there. Further, every force within this realm, whether it be gale, which is wind, be electric, magnetic, seismic, hydraulic, every force within this realm, there is an actual mechanical means that will measure the power and the force, except for this mystical, magical, mythical force of gravity, theory of a force of gravity. The only thing that endorses the spinning ball. What ain't there to get, folks? Where's this supposed flat earth movement gonna go? I'll tell you where it's gonna go. In my thought, it's gonna go nowhere, because there ain't a one of you, let alone all of you, out there with the balls to turn your back on the government. Quit funding them in every aspect of their theft. They want to write you a traffic ticket, they call it, for a non-injured party. Folks, every crime must have a victim. They are extorting your money through fear of locking you up. And you'll willfully play the game. I don't care what kind of traffic ticket I get. I take it to the box. Yes, I take it to the box. I usually end up with a conviction, but I don't let them have my money. They're going to spend your money to get my meager money. I care not for money. I care not for material things. I would be just as happy, even happier so, if I could go find me a plot of land along a river somewhere and build me a stone fortress and call it my own. Weaving my horsehair, tail hair together for fishing line, building fish traps, chipping arrowheads so that I can slay my next animal, preserving my future meals for the winter seasons. But you can't do that, folks, because this illegitimate government will not let you. I challenge any one of you to drive just outside of the heavily populated cities and take a look around you, and then try to convince yourself that we're running out of land and we're running out of resources. Just try it. The reason you think you're running out of land is because you're all herded into one locale. And in that one locale, they have a lot better chance to control you. That's right. They control you. You are not in control of your own mortal existence. They are. And you, by living their lie, are allowing them to control you. Anarchy is not total chaos. Anarchy is the people taking care of the people. In an anarchist system, you're not going to allow some punks to come into your neighbor's home and willfully thieve or destroy it. You're not going to allow some thug to murder your relatives or your friends and lock him up in an industrial prison complex and feed him for the rest of your life. You will serve due justice. They don't want that. people. QAnon. I have not addressed it ever. It's a ploy, people, to make you believe that someone is out there working for you. You think they don't know that there are millions of people who are fed up, especially over this revolution of the global deception, that they're about ready to get thrown out on their ass? Yet you all continue to fund them through your taxes. You are guilty of murder yourself in the aspect that you are funding the government to do it, to produce terrorism worldwide. You've all been programmed from birth to accept the government. They even teach you government in school. Teach you what they want you to believe government is, in essence. Just as they taught you what they wanted you to believe Earth is. The only way you are gonna stop this madness is to quit funding illegitimate government. My first videos on YouTube were about stopping paying your taxes, stop funding this illegitimate government. I didn't know at the time, as I had never been introduced to the flat earth, wave earth reality. But I, even back then, was trying to alert you people to the fraud of government and the deception they pose on keeping us safe. If government was keeping us safe, all of our naval vessels would be moored around the perimeter. Back when, folks, men of honor were defending their people, they were known as warriors. Today, when you enlist into the government's military, you are known as a soldier, a soldier. Though they cannot kill your soul, they can only kill your spirit within this spiritual realm. But you know what? I've already found my spirit here, and they can't take it back. Never. Never ever. It was theirs, but when you find it, when you find your spirit, there is absolutely no reason whatsoever that you allow them to continue to direct your spirit. Yet you all willfully let them. Now, I ain't claiming to be a genius, and I ain't claiming to be anybody better than anybody else. But I will say for a fact that I have had ideas of presenting the global lie to the people only to later have that idea presented by somebody else. I'm heavily subdued, people. It's up to you to share these facts, because no one's going to see it on my YouTube. I've been stuck at 630 some subs for 3 years. My views are stuck at 50, 70. Sometimes, by miraculous power, I break a few hundred. But I've never tried to deceive you. I've always presented facts. Yet you allow this government to continue to function on total deception. You all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Because I'm ashamed of every one of you. I truly am. Like I said, flat Earth is as dead as globe Earth. We know Earth is not flat. And the suggestion of such a thought is ludicrous in itself. Therefore, for me, it's goodbye flat Earth, goodbye globe Earth, welcome to wave Earth. With that said, share your knowledge. It doesn't do any good when you take it with you when you leave this